And boom, and we're live. Well, before we go any further, how you doing tonight, my man? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. Fine. How about you?
I'm really good, man. I've been looking forward to this, as I just said to you before we went live. I've been looking forward to talking about your new EP, the product determination. So I think it's a really great place to start, really. I mean, the first place the question I really want to ask you is, what was the inspiration behind the EP?
Well, the inspiration behind it, actually, the title, "Product of Determination," it actually came from a Lil Wayne song off his mixtape called "Dedication 2." And then I found out that he got the phrase "Product of Determination" from Jay-Z, and I just felt like I feel like the phrase is just so dope because like I feel like I am a product of determination. Like everything I do, everything that I achieve or that I strive to accomplish is because I'm determined to do it. Therefore, I am a product of determination, So I figured, why not, call the EP, why not, call the EP that, and then just, lace it with some, tracks that are inspiring, that can, like move people. So that's where the title came from.
Now, one of the things that you mentioned, and I mean, the Becoming has been out, both the studio version out on YouTube, and you've also got your SoundCloud out of that single. And one of the things you mentioned in that track is you talk about how, especially the studio version, you say, every month this year I'm going to be dropping something. So, I mean, what's particularly put you on that frame of mind, that thought process that this year you've really got to step it up and be putting something out every once a month or in a period of time?
I just wanted to be more consistent this year. That was one of my goals going into New Year 2016 because I know last year I only came out with one song. The only things that I really done music related last year was I had a lot of live performances, but I wasn't really coming out with anything else like as far as songs go, as far as projects go. So this year, I made it my objective to drop at least one thing each month that's music related, whether it's a song, whether it's a project, whether it's a song cover or mixtape cover, just something, studio footage. So that was just my main goal. I just wanted to be more consistent so I could build a following and gain a stronger presence for myself.
So, I mean, other than I mean, the product determination is released on the 19th of this month. I mean, other than when you drop that EP, have you got any sort of plans for this? I mean, the year. I mean, is this going to be building up for a new album? I mean, what's your sort of plans? Because you did mention then you're hoping to put something out every few weeks. So what's the sort of plans for the next year ahead, my brother?
Oh yeah, this EP is just an appetizer. I currently am working on my third official mixtape. I've been working on it for a while now. I want to say about a year and a half. So this EP, hopefully it can build that up, the way I want it to. So yeah, this EP is just an appetizer, just to give people who've never heard of me, a chance of or a taste of who I am artistically. And I'm going to continue to drop newer songs throughout the year, and possibly a project this year, maybe with later on in the summer or even fall. So yeah, I got a lot of things lined up. But this is just the appetizer, though. Like I got more coming. This is just preview.
Well, as I told you many times in private, the first time I heard the Becoming, it just blew me away completely. And as I told you before, it's a track that I play almost on a daily basis because I think it's a very inspirational track. And there's a few particular lines in that track that I think that will go down in time and history as some of the greatest lines ever written. And I don't mean to say, and I mean that in a very sincere way. I mean, one of the lines that the first time I heard it literally sent a shiver down my spine was when you said about, there's a coldness in my city. And I just thought, wow, that's just, so erudite for the times we live in. Now, was there a particular, I mean, you mentioned the inspiration for the whole of the EP, but was there a particular thoughts in your mind when you wrote The Becoming, or was that just a track you just spilt out in one moment, or did you sort of spend time constructing that track?
I wrote part of the first verse. I think I wrote the first 16 bars last summer. Then I sort of I kind of forgot about the song because I got so busy with other songs that I was working on. Then I just so happened to like pull that up on my laptop, and I was like, yo, I didn't even finish this. So you know, I finished writing the Becoming. I want to say somewhere around the middle of January, and I was just just sort of like spilling out my emotions and my thoughts onto the track, and I was just pretty much venting. So so yeah, it didn't. It took a little while to construct, only because I stopped working on it. But I'm happy about the way it came together, though. It definitely came together, in a great way. Every line on there is sincere. I think it's definitely one of my best tracks up to date.
Oh, I definitely concur with that completely, and I recommend anybody that's going to listen to this or watch it, go, just for the interest, go and watch the your studio version of it, because that's just an insight into the whole of this, how the creative process. And again, I mean, I think it's just very obvious and erudite for everybody to hear. They can hear the rawness in in your voice. You really are. You're standing up and saying a lot of powerful stuff. Now, obviously most people would know some of the sort of background, what's gone on, in this year around, the moment, which is generally. But why particularly do you think that, I mean, I'll put it this way. I'll give you an example. You're writing something like The Becoming, and there's tracks being written every day just about, general love songs. Why do you think it is that someone like yourself is stepping up and actually saying what you're saying, and there seems to be this whole wave of people, or just generally, that seem to be just living in this bubble? I mean, what is it particularly that you thought, do you know what, I'm going to stand up and write a track like The Becoming, and not just write a song about, love or anything else? Because you really are making a very, like I said, erudite and powerful sort of, point in that track. And I'm interested to know why you felt that it was necessary to sort of put that track out and those words particularly.
Well, me honestly, I just follow my heart with it. I try not to force anything artistically or methodically. And honestly, that's pretty much it. I just go with what my heart says, or what my gut tells me to do, pretty much. And it's been working so far, so I'm going to continue to do that.
Well, I think as you mentioned, the name of the EP is the Product of Determination, and you've mentioned how you came to that title. But I think it's a very exactly, yeah, it is a product of determination, because I mean, we've spoken before, and people can go back and listen to this, but the whole of what you're doing is one of product of determination. There's nobody out there giving you giving you, or Historic, or any of you guys, any kind of a free ride. So it's a real motivational EP for the times that we're in now. I mean, you mentioned that obviously the EP is going to be released on Monday. What's your plans for releasing in the EP? Are you just going to be releasing just this on digital, or will there be a ability for people to purchase this, maybe cassette, vinyl, or CD?
Well, people can download it for free on AudioMac, DatPiff, SoundCloud. I'm also working on a website right now, so where people can go to my website and listen to it. And I am working on physical copies. I plan on selling them. I'm trying to determine a reasonable price to sell them for physically. But people definitely will be able to download them on every mixtape website that I can get on. So people, it'll definitely be very accessible to the people out there.
Well, I've mentioned this many times before, but I think I use it as a hashtag plenty of times. But I think the era of the creative is rising step by step, and I said this before. I think there's going to be certain bands. I'm an old enough to remember this, brother, but I think like it was back in the 90s. And we spoke about this before, but there was, the Wu-Tang Clangs, and all these people came up in a moment, and they were they were not known about, and then suddenly everybody known about them. And I think it's exactly the same way. And there's some really powerful stuff going on at the moment. And I as I said, it's very inspiring to me over here in Scotland to hear what's going on, particularly around Historic and stuff. And the great thing is as well, and as you know, I mean, for all the, as I said before, people like you inspire people like me who go out and try to build solutions, so that in the future we can, have a world like you just said, where there'll be no more starving artists and musicians, and people like yourself can, go out there and put your tracks out and get paid for it and get rewarded for it. Because, as I said, I personally think, I don't know how you feel about this, but I think there's a real vanguard of change at the moment, and as I said before, it really inspires me what you're putting out, because as I said, I'm old enough to remember it first time round, and I do sincerely think this, that the product of determination will go down as one of those epoch vanguard EPs of our generation. So I mean, all power to you, brother. And like I say, it's been very inspiring to me, to hear it and stuff. Now, you mentioned
Thanks,
the
man.
no, it's just I'm being true, man. I'm being true. Now, one of the things that you spoke, you mentioned, we talk about becoming a lot and stuff. When we talked about, is there any other particular track on there that when people are going to listen to this next week? There's any particular track on there that really, to you personally, has a lot of powerful or personal connection to you as a person?
Well, yeah, actually, I would say the song that me and Jay Rose have called "Leap of Faith." I think people love that one a lot. Jay Rose, he came with a very, he he came with the fire on Leap of Faith, for real. Like, he was just spitting his heart out, and I came with it. So it's just two great rappers, well, not great, but two rappers just coming together, just filling out their heart and emotion. And I think it always turns out to be a good thing when that happens, and that's exactly what we did. That's what me and Jay Royal did with Playmaker. So I think people will rock with every single track on this EP. If they like the Becoming, then they're going to love the rest of the songs for sure.
Well, from someone who's had a bit of a sneak peek, my brother, that I can definitely concur with. I think it's people, like I said, and I do mean this in absolutely sincerity. I think this product determination EP is going to be seen in a few years' time as a real epoch EP. And I've had the fortune to listen to it for the last since you sent to me, and it's just blown me away. And I just can't wait for the masses to hear this, my friend. And I think it's just going to be an astounding EP, and it's like I say, I can't really sort of say this any more to you than I've tried to express across to you. That it's been truly inspiring watching what you, particularly yourself, is doing and what you're dropping. And I said before, I mean, it's going to be I think this year is going to be a really big year for both historic, what we're doing at N99, and as I said before, I look forward to the day that maybe some point this year or some point in the near future that you get to headline the N99 festival. I said this from day one, and I'll stick by it, my brother, because as I said before, I think I think this EP it's it's groundbreaking. It's absolutely fantastic. So, like I say, after you got the EP released, I mean, you mentioned you've got some more sort of stuff coming. I mean, when are you hoping to sort of playing any live gigs? I mean, if people are out there and they want to see, get to see you live, are they going to be able to do that over the summer?
Actually, I have a show coming up at the end of this month on April 29th, and I have another show out in Columbus on May 3rd. So I'm currently promoting those two events as well. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have a lot of live shows coming this summer where I will be performing songs off the EP and even newer music that'll be coming out too. So it's definitely going to be a great experience for those who enjoy my music to come out and see me and the guys perform.
Well, I think one of the before we do wrap this up, because I want to deliberately make this short, quick, and just let people just be aware and just point the direction towards the new EP that's coming. But one of the things that maybe my final sort of point, my question to you would be, and I think it's really relevant, and I think it's essential this message gets out there to everybody else. Give people an idea of the difficulties in making this, because people will, they'll go out and they'll see that, maybe they'll go out and watch the studio and the becoming version of the, in the studio, and they think, oh, this is all very easy, and this is some sort of, the ideal hip hop lifestyle that you just turn up, recording studios are there. And now I think it's really crucial, because, like I said, we're in a very transitory point in this, in where we are in this world, and right now there's like, as you're about to, hopefully describe, there's the difficulties, but there's a new solutions coming which are going to hopefully overcome what you just spoken about. So I really want to know, again, I think it's important because I know there'll be people listening to this out who might go, oh, I'm really inspired by that that project determination. I want to go out there and do it. So maybe give an insight into the difficulties and generally what would be your advice to anyone coming up who's going to listen to this and think, I want to follow your footsteps. So the difficulties and the advice that you've learned from the journey you've been on.
Well, I've been working on this EP since I want to say this past October, and from ever since October up until now, I've came up with a whole lot of different songs. I've been constantly changing up the track list. I've been coming up with like different ideas and songs that I thought about putting on there. Then I pulled some songs out, put some new ones on, just back and forth with it. So the main difficulties I say would be trying to come up with a sound that I wanted to follow throughout the EP because I wanted to make sure that the EP ran short, but I also wanted each track to hit hard, and I wanted to hit home in some areas for some people as well. So my advice for people who are artists who are attempting to construct a project, whether it's an EP, a mixtape, or an album, I would say just let the process flow. Don't rush it. Don't get frustrated with it because the more you get frustrated with it, then it's not going to turn out as sweet as you would like it to. And I did everything I did everything that I could not to get impatient or frustrated or none of that. So that would just be my advice. Just let the process flow out. It'll all come together in the end. It always does.
I think that's very, very zen of you, my friend, and I think the point always be, and it is the clues in the name of the title, determination, and that's the key to it all. Sometimes you'll be facing, as you would know from your angle, you'll face walls and you think, oh, I'm never going to overconquer that, but it's that determination. When you do it, push through. Like you say, my man, they're just air to me. You've got to keep pushing through and pushing through, and that is the real. There you go, brother. That's the real kind of. That's what I took away from that song. And as I said, I've been playing it every day of my life since I've heard it. So, well, as I said, it's been absolute, honor tonight, man, to speak to you. And I've been looking forward to doing this ever since I heard this track. So again, push people when they're going to go out there Monday. For people that are listening and stuff, where can they get hold of you? Where can they find this? Where can they go out and listen to this when it's dropped on Monday?
Product of Determination EP drops April 19th on audiomap.com, SoundCloud, SoundCloud.com/D.Knight YouTube.com /D.Knight Facebook.com/D.Knight937. It's gonna be everywhere. I'm gonna have physical copies. So yeah, make sure you go and check it out because it's definitely worth a listen for real. It's a very nice project.
Well, as I said, not only do I recommend people go out and listen to it, I recommend people go out there, listen to it, and then listen to it again, and then listen to it again, and go out and tell as many people and spread the word because, as I said before, I mean, it's blown me away, and I can't recommend this high enough to everybody to go out there and spread this and get this across because, as we know before, and we kind of been discussing this thing. There's no higher authorities coming out there are going to bless every one of you, my man. This is going to, for this to be heard, many people to go out there and listen to it. So that's my recommendation: is for people to go out there and, like I say, listen to it and go and spread the word and get this out. And I wouldn't be. It would make me personally nothing more happier than if in a year's time this album's blown, this EP is blown up and it's everywhere because it's no less than it deserves. So without any further ado, we were discussing this before we went live. We're gonna finish this on one of the track that I've particularly been focusing on tonight, Becoming. And like I say, it's been an absolute honour for me tonight. And well, I'm looking forward to having maybe some of the, you, Jay Rose, and some of the historic boys back again. And I'm looking forward to, as I said before, I've said this to all three of you, that you have been the inspiration behind what we're building over here with N99, and it's you every day. You're the ones that inspire us, and I think it's really important to know that your tracks are affecting people that you will never meet, and that's the whole point of why we all create. So, like I said, man, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm going to finish on the Becoming, and well, for me over here in Scotland, and I'm going to leave the last word to you, my man, while I cue this up.
Oh man, my last word, just shout out to everybody who's been showing support. Definitely, it's definitely been a crazy process, but it's also been a fun process as well. So I just, ask that everybody continues to keep showing that love and support, just keep rocking with us, so we definitely have more stuff coming down the line. So, yes, thank you all, no one's love is going, nobody's love goes unnoticed. So, thank you.
No, but man, you can't say any better. And with this is the becoming go and buy people the product determination.
I move without worrying about that. Never sweat the results. I keep the towel tucked. I'm on the run. You wanna see me burn my mouth up? When all I do is trailblaze when I fire up. Dressler, yes sir, redshirt, pressure. Instead of slacking up, but I've been applying the effort on the low. Little did they know the pieces to the puzzle's magnetic is coming together. The possibilities were looking so iffy. Used to hope that my dream works like Disney, but hope's not strategic, and neither is wishing. So I took it to the drawing board to show them what I'm coming for. Never out of stock, I got more in store. I'll let you know when the floor is yours. Took it out the mud from the flood when it poured. When I was under the weather, I flew above the storm. I'm on a mission to put an end to the weak stuff that you support before it becomes the norm. That's the underscore, meaning the bottom line. So check for it on your own time, but not on mine. People talk down, expecting me to snap quick. They're just kids looking for a reaction. They get no answers from the Sean. Never gonna test me, I give them no response. I don't go at them, I go beyond. They're just in the way of what I'm trying to accomplish. And I see right through them, so they're not there to me, they're like air to me. I never pause for y'all, you gotta bear with me. Ain't nobody to compare with me. I level up, nobody needed to carry me. Your elevator stuck, you should've took the stairs with me. But they confused, they don't make moves, they stutter step. Action speed, louder when they quit, they'll all confess. No cave in, normally say with your chest. When I seven up in girl pair, I wasn't talking press. I'm working hard to make other jobs easier. Besides these rappers that I'm here quote competing with. With my best Odell Beckham impression, I'm single-handedly turning heads with my direction. Like automatic doors, they all feel my presence. Cosby showing 89 and bringing back the essence. This is feeling like my type of gear. I strike now because I have no time to spare. The lane is clear, I feel major in here. Let's throw it up the alley, no debating this year. I'm cooking up, you see I got the apron in here. I stir the game and bring new flavor in here. Yeah, slap the old taste out your mouth. This the recipe I warned you about. Yeah. One day my peers will be the people I admire. I spent last year throwing irons in the fire, smoking the horizon, the flames getting higher. Seems I'm the only one with the vertical, that's desire. Trying to put myself up on the platform to get remembered, cause I know certain fan bases suffer from dementia. I'm aiming to be a positive figure, since lately the heart of my city starting to shiver. It's crazy, but still I gotta deliver, cause truthfully I feel I have something special to give. I'm too passionate to interact with distractions. Distractions is one thing I can't relax with. Tell my opponent that I am opponent. Ain't nobody going for it, guess they don't want it. My work ethic so insane, it's bet Hall of Fame when it's set in stone like my name's engraved. No breaks, I will not see my foot off the gas behind them, not looking at that. Trying you shouldn't have had. I go the distance to pick up, they wouldn't have grabbed. They wanna snap from the back, I might let them look in the back, just to show them that I got it. I've been thinking measure before I pursue college. So let the target lock in on it, and eye to eye, only I see where I'm going. Like Danny and with the vibes, let this be a reminder for anybody out there second guessing. Sleeping for the longest, pray they all well rested, cause I'm improving on everything I've been blessed with. Still bettering myself up and making corrections. Show them where we headed, but if an hour's off the issue in the booth like elections.
Life is people, people.